Amelia walked around the apartment, looking into all the rooms. "So this is where you live?" she said, looking at Gary with a stern look. "This is where I live," Gary replied with a smile. 5 rooms and a kitchen, 2 bathrooms, a closet, a pantry, a hallway, a large one. "Just as promised, my love. It's a nice apartment, isn't it?" Amelia thought. "I thought it would be worse. And here each room is almost 40 meters. What's in this room?" Amelia asked. "That's where my mom lives," Harry said. "So I didn't understand what he was thinking," Amelia said. "Whose mother?" Amelia asked. "Mine," Harry said. "The only thing I need to be happy with is his mother." Amelia thought. Why would Harry's mom be here too? Why didn't I know about his mom before? How is she here? Amelia asked. Is she here to visit, or is she here all the time? So that's Gary, confused by such a question. Constantly, we sold her house a year ago and bought this apartment. You think she's gonna bother us? Well, don't worry about that. She hardly ever leaves her room. Married at 40 and living with her mother-in-law. Amelia thought. I don't think so. So maybe she should buy a house in the country again and go there, said Amelia. She'd probably be better off in the country than here in the city. The air is fresh there. What about here? We wouldn't fit her in 5 rooms, and it would be cramped. Harry wondered. Don't forget, Harry, I already have 2 sons, Amelia said, and I'm expecting a 3rd. I remember, my love, Harry said. I remember everything well. Here you see, 1 room to William, another to David. In 1 room, you and I, in this room, mother, and another room remains. And besides, Amelia, you can't have the village. Why not? Amelia asked. Well, you see, here's the thing, Harry said. Mama's house that we sold. It was in the city limits, not far from the subway. We didn't buy it, you might say, but the land it was on. And to buy it again. Can you imagine how much money that would take? And she has no money at all. It all went to this apartment. And we'll buy her a house somewhere 100 kilometers from the city. There, and the prices are lower, and the air is cleaner. I have money. I'm afraid Mom won't go for it, Harry said. All right, Harry, Amelia said. I'll talk to your mother myself. I'm sure I can convince her. The whole time Harry and Amelia were talking, Asia was standing at the door of her room, eavesdropping. Well, said Amelia, shall I come in? What's your mother's name? Asia. Amelia knocked on the door. Asia quickly ran to the door and sat down in an armchair and covered herself with a plaid. Amelia, without waiting for an invitation, entered the room. Well, Asia, she said, let's get acquainted. How impertinent. Asia thought. She didn't even say hello, and she's already getting familiar, but she's beautiful. I have to admit it. I can see why my son suddenly decided to marry a woman with 2 children. It's not going to be easy with this one. I'm Amelia, the wife of your beloved son. As you may be aware, we were married a month ago. I'll be living here. Harry's already registered me. And my sons William and David are coming here tomorrow. Has Harry registered them too? Asia clarified. What about them? Amelia said cheerfully. Everything is as it should be. Why else would it be? I would be so confident with you now. I am experienced at this sort of thing. Yes, I can see that you are experienced, thought Asia. And live your life to your health, said Asia. There's plenty of room in the apartment, enough for everyone. And her room is the biggest, as I see it, thought Amelia. It's at least 50 meters. 2 big windows. And what a lovely view from the windows. And what about the fact that there's plenty of room for everyone? Asia, that's what I wanted to talk to you about, Amelia said. Harry, leave my mother and me alone. Harry looked at his mother, frightened. And the boys confused, Asia thought. Scared of his wife. Go to the kitchen, said Asia. Put the kettle on and let's have some tea. Harry sighed heavily and went into the kitchen to put the kettle on. Let them sort themselves out here, he thought. They're more likely to work it out without me. I wouldn't interfere with their relationship at all. You can't please both of them at once anyway. Either one or the other would be unhappy about something. Harry wasn't worried about his mother. He knew his mother very well, and he was sure she wouldn't let herself be hurt. Where you sit on her, you get off. Harry thought of his mother. Would you like to move to another room, Asia? Amelia asked when Vasily came out. No, Asia answered calmly. I'm fine here. The room is big, 55 meters, with a panoramic view of the most beautiful places in the city. So you'll have to do your best to get me out of here, thought Asia. And we have to move. Amelia said pitifully and pointed to her belly. There you see, so you eat less. It's not funny. Angrily, Amelia said. I'm expecting a baby soon, and in my position, I need more air and lots of positive emotions. So let's have a nice family affair. A week to pack, and then think about moving to the country. A week is probably enough for me, thought Asia. And about moving to the country, there's nothing to think about. In summer, of course, the countryside is better. But not in the country, but at the dacha. Thank you, Amelia, said Asia. In a week, I have managed. And about the countryside, I say yes. Buy me a hut. Can be 100 kilometers from the city, but not an old ruin. I want a new house so that the winter could live. I agree even on a small plot. Asia happily winked at Amelia and may even move there immediately, and generally free up for you from his presence in the apartment. You will live here without me and do well. Amelia estimated how much it would cost her. Why, she thought, it's a good deal. But I can't buy a house in a week, Amelia said. A month, at least. It'll take at least a month to draw up the papers and this and that. It's up to you, Asia said. You decide, and when you buy, then I'll move. All right then, said Amelia. Live in this room until I buy a house. Very well, said Asia. But then, I have a request for you too, that William and David move in here when I leave. It's a deal, Amelia said confidently. But I want the house registered in my name, Asia said. Why should it be in your name? I don't understand, Amelia. What if you and Harry begin to have problems with finances, and you want to sell the house? Where am I supposed to go then? Huh. That's right, Amelia agreed. That's possible too. You see, Asia said. So put it in my name, so I do not shudder at night. I agree, Amelia said. And so it was settled. Amelia found it quickly, and Asa liked it, even though it was far away, but it was big. It is possible to live in a good garden in winter. At the beginning of summer, she moved there. At this point, the story could have ended, if not for one but. The day after Asia left for her new summer house, William and David came to the apartment. This room is yours, William, and this room, David, is yours, Amelia said. Make yourselves comfortable. I'll take Asia's room. Mom, said William, who was the first to notice a problem. And the room is locked. Where are the keys? Mine is locked too, complained David. Amelia tried to go into her room, but nothing worked either. The doors were locked and there were no keys. Only 2 rooms were open. Amelia called Asa. Where are the keys to the rooms? She asked. I have them, Asia answered. Where else would they be? I always lock my rooms when I go away for a long time. What do you mean, your rooms? I don't understand, Amelia. Which ones? The ones that belong to me, Asia said. When we bought the apartment, we divided it into 2 shares. My share is bigger, and the papers say I own 3 rooms and Harry owns 2. I have released the apartment from my presence, as promised. What more do you want from me? But it's not fair, Amelia said. If you don't like something, get a divorce, Asia said. Do you know who you were after that, Asia? Shouted Amelia. And if you're rude, I'll sell my rooms to 3 large families, said Asia. who come to town from afar and dream of living in the center. What are you worried about, Amelia? You and Harry have 2 huge rooms of 40 meters each. William and David will be in one, and you and Harry in the other. Is that so bad? I've got a baby on the way. Amelia said pitifully. That's good, Asia said. You can take all the children to my dacha for the summer. Amelia realized that she had lost this game. When Amelia gave birth, Asia opened another room for them.